Hello, miracle workers! Welcome to another special episode of Unlocking Miracles, Janergy's Guide to Life, Love, and Leadership. How are you guys? I am so excited to interview and introduce to you a special friend who is an expert in his field. So, wag na natin ito patagalin. So, let me introduce it. So our guest is a passionate advocate and practitioner of emergency preparedness. He took up strategic disaster risk leadership management at Asian Institute of Management. He is a professional incident command system practitioner, emergency response director of Basecamp Emergency Response Team, a Cebu-based NGO dedicated to rescue and emergency response. He is also a certified safety officer, and his advocacy is to help everyone build a safe and resilient space through his seminars and trainings. So we met in BNI, and to tell you more about that, let's welcome to Unlocking Miracles, Chris Bato Santos.
Hi, Coach Janice. Nice
Hello,
to,
hello. And how are
yes,
you?
thank you
What are you
again.
grateful what are you grateful for today, Chris?
Sorry.
What are you grateful for today?
Oh, yes, I'm grateful because I woke up this morning energetic and expecting a lot of miracles, and it did happen today. Lots of
Woo! Excited
miracles.
ako malaman yan. Ayan. So, for those who don't know yet, so kami ni Chris, nagkakilala kami sa organization namin called BNI, Business Network International. So, it's the organization where businesses collaborate and help one another by passing on referrals to each other. And Chris, ilang years ka na ba sa BNI?
Me, I am running 4 years.
Running 4 years. Halos magkasunuran lang pala tayo, no? You joined
Yes.
during the pandemic as well.
Yes, pandemic member. Yes.
Oh, pandemic babies pala tayong dalawa. Ayan. And as mentioned in my introduction, yan ang expertise talaga ni Chris is into emergency preparedness. So he gives talks. He's actually, meron din siyang mga life kit na tinatawag, no? Mga pang-prepared para ma-prepare tayo in the event of any emergencies or calamities. No? So, my first question for you, Chris, is how are you as an entrepreneur? What made you decide to go into this kind of profession or business?
Hindi ko alam, Coach Janice, because hindi ko talaga forte ang kumita ng pera. I am more of uh, passion and advocacy. So I just wanted to help people. But then I realized that I needed resources for me to continue my advocacy. So hindi pala pwedeng passion at advocacy lang. So you need to actually receive something for you to be able to give something. And that what inspires me to venture into this passion business, which is Life Aid. So it's out of passion, but of course, it's also a business in a way, but focusing more on the advocacy that I have regarding emergency preparedness.
Wow. Para siyang aligned dun sa tinatawag nila na ikigai, no? So
Yes.
you're also not only manifesting what you're good at, what you love to do, your passion, 'di ba? You're also getting income out of it, 'di ba? You're willing to be paid for and you're willing to contribute to the world. Ang ganda.
What's funny, Coach Janice, is before I give trainings for free, everything is free. I shoulder my own gas, I shoulder my own food, just for me to deliver the message of emergency preparedness. But then I realized someone taught me if you're doing this for God and country, you need to ask your audience, especially if it's a company. Are you God?
Mhm.
If they say no, and then are you country? If they say no, then you build them because that is not aligned with your intention of doing it for God and country.
Oh, I like that idea. Kasi just like you, madalas din akong mag-pro bono. Kasi
Uh,
ganun tayong mga service-oriented or I don't know if your love language is so service din ba?
Service, yes.
Yes, so pare-pareho tayo talaga, no? So, minsan nakakahiya na maningil, di ba? So, minsan tatanungin na lang natin, so what's your budget for this one?
Pero, just to give a quick story, there is one event that I spoke to. It's a group of BPO employees, so it's kind of big. Sabi ko, no, it's free. It's part of my advocacy. I was just surprised. They sent me, it's via Zoom eh. They sent me monetary gift, naka-envelope.
Wow!
And then, sabi ko, naisip ko, why would I prevent them from blessing me? They want to bless me. Bakit ako ayaw kong i-bless yung sarili ko at bigyan sila ng chance to bless me? So sabi ko, yes, sige, gagawin ko na to. And from then on, lahat may mga ano na, may mga monetary compensation, which is I'm able to really increase my resources para naman sa advocacy.
Yes, that's right, no? Kasi parang you cannot give what you don't have. So kapag nabibless ka nga naman, it's a better way for you to add more and give more to others, 'di ba? No? So napakaganda. Ayan. So, we're here at Unlocking Miracles and nakikita ko na kung ano, saan tayo papunta dito sa usapan na to. I'm sure you have a lot of stories to share about miracles. So, I'm giving you the opportunity to share about 2 to 3 of your favorite miracle stories na pwede mo ikwento sa mga audience and listeners natin para ma-bless natin sila. Go ahead.
Thank you, Coach Janice. So actually, the passion and advocacy that I'm doing now is based on a very tragic incident. 2 years or 3 years ago, my brother died in a pail of water sa CR because meron siyang epileptic condition. So may epilepsy siya. We were in Boracay and we're just surprised to know na ganun nga yung nangyari. First thing that I asked my siblings who was there is, anong ginawa niyo? So they said they called the barangay, and then what did the barangay did? So sabi nila, tumawag ng ambulansya. So anong oras dumating yung ambulansya? So hindi na nila hinintay. From then on, naisip ko na I need to do something because I am in this industry, and that's the reason why my passion and advocacy got deeper and deeper because of that incident. I need to do something to help households know what to do during those events. Na kayo pa lang sa loob ng family, meron na kayong gagawin. And for me, it's a miracle because um, it's aligned with, in a way, with what I have dreamt before. Mahilig kasi ako sa dream board, no? Mahilig ako sa dream board. So, nag-drawing lang ako ng mukha ko, and then may microphone, and then naglagay ako ng maraming audience doon sa picture. Sabi ko, I want to be talking to a lot of people about something that will be valuable to them. And then nangyari yung sa kapatid ko, parang sabi ko, yes, this is it. I need to do something. And from then on, I've been talking to a lot of people, and I am really grateful because I am being used as a vessel for them to know something that is very critical pagdating sa survival, pagdating sa safety. The miracle is I am able to build myself and support whatever advocacy I have now. So the intention really is not to, it is just to share, but God's intention is bigger. So no, hindi lang yan. Hindi lang yan. Imagine talking to big companies, talking to an audience of 1,000 people, talking to an audience of,
Wow, you have 1,000. Yun na ba yung biggest, ano
yes,
mo? Biggest
yes,
audience mo? Wow.
1,000 people. And talking to executives, talking to people who is way above my level. And the miracle is God is able to just, teach me and show me ways on how to make my passion align with what He wants me to do. Kasi ganun lang ako eh. Parang, bahala ka na, Lord. Just
Nice.
please me. And for me, sabi ko nga kanina, kahit hindi ako bayaran, pakainin niyo lang ako. But His intention is, hindi. Hindi pwedeng gano'n. You have a family. You have expenses.
Yes.
So He is the one making ways for me to be able to sustain what I'm doing by using other people who are also being blessed and are blessing me in return. So parang sabi ko, Lord, wala na akong masasabi. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Marami pa rin challenges. Marami pa rin challenges as a businessman and someone who is doing this emergency preparedness advocacy. Marami pa rin challenges. But you know what keeps me going? What keeps me
Yes.
going is that passion and that desire for me to be able to continue helping. So, maraming frustrations pero I'm focused more on the on the passion and advocacy naman.
Yeah. I think I like what you said about focusing on your advocacy and your passion. It really is your own motivation na kahit na may mga challenges ka sa business, malalagpasan mo yan, no? I think siguro being spiritual about it, minsan may ginagawa ding ways ang devil for us to like, 'di ba? Kung ano yung purpose natin, ano yung silbi natin sa mundong ito. Meron siyang gagawin na form of distraction, 'di ba? Or form of huwag mo nang tuloy yung ginagawa mo, 'di ba? Mahirap
Yeah.
'yan.
Yeah.
'Di ba? So, ang role talaga natin is to really listen kung yung naririnig ba nating mga bulong ay saan nanggagaling, 'di ba? Or 'di ba, parang you really have to focus on ano ba talaga yung calling mo. And I believe ang ganda ng mission mo sa buhay, no? A lot of people you're actually saving a lot of lives with what you are doing kasi ano yan eh, you come in before the calamity and the ano happens, 'di ba? So hindi ka naman papasok kung kailan nandiyan na yung calamity and
Correct.
'di
Right.
ba, yung emergency cases eh. So you're actually preparing people to save their own lives, 'di ba? Even better than a doctor, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Pero Chris, is this something talaga na parang nakita mo na foresee mo na gagawin mo nung bata? Or it just so happen yung kinento mo nga na nagkaroon ka ng ganong klaseng incident kaya ka napunta sa field na to?
Well, ako ang pangarap ko talaga nung bata ako maging piloto. I
Ooh.
wanted to I wanted to be up there. I wanted to fly. So, but God has other plans eh. So, I've been exposed to speaking to a lot of people but uh with a different message.
Mm.
Because I'm paid to do training before but not in this industry. Yun talaga pera pera. And you train them and that's it kasi part of your job, part of your
Mm.
KPI to do training. Pero here, iba eh, parang uh, more than the monetary compensation, uh, the fulfillment you're getting. When you see people, sir, thank you very much. I learned a lot. And sometimes there are testimonies who are telling me, sir, naalala ko nung bumagyo, naalala ko yung sinabi mo, ginawa ko yun. Because of that, we were able to survive. So yun yung parang, oh my God, thank you, Lord. Because, I am able to make an impact in my small own way in helping people. So yun, hindi man ako naging piloto in bringing them to their destination, I'm still able to bring a lot of people with me. Hindi man
Yeah.
kami sama-sama lumilipad, pero sama-sama naman kami na nagtutulungan para maging handa at mag-survive before any disaster. Kasi sabi ko nga, it's either you survive alone or you survive together. So ako, we survive together. If we survive together, we need to really help one another for us to survive together.
Oh, nice. Was there an incident parang na hindi mo makakalimutan na meron ka natulungan? May specific story ka ba? Na isang tao na natulungan mo, umattend probably ng seminar mo, nakausap mo lang, tapos meron nangyari sa kanya, and then binalikan ka niya, yun, yung katulad nung sinabi mong gano'n, but meron bang specific incident na
Yes.
gano'n?
May mga incidents. I can remember this one family in Cebu, I think, or in somewhere in the north, Ilocos yata yun. So, you know, I remember Baler. It's in
Oh,
Baler.
there.
Baler is frequently being visited by typhoons.
Mm-mm.
So,
Yes.
I did a talk doon. Very, very, ano lang, short talk about how to prepare before any typhoon. So sabi ko lang, you just need to, you know, monitor what do you need and then check how many days the typhoon will last. Yun lang, basic. Like, do you have enough food? Do you have enough supplies that will last you through until everything that will get normalized, no? Yun lang ang sinabi ko. And then they said, uh, wala kaming ganong klaseng resources and we don't have the means. Ang sabi ko, you can improvise. You can just think of whatever you have in your house to prepare because you still have time to do that. Rather
Mm.
than you wait for the typhoon and then wala na kayong time to think of
Yeah.
what you need to have. After that, naka-receive ako ng I think it's a message sa Facebook ko na parang, Sir, thank you very much. No? Wala man kaming ganong resources, but because of your reminder to prepare ahead of time, we were able to survive safely, me and my family. Simple lang yung message. It's not radical. It's not game-changing, no? It's a
Mm.
normal statement to prepare. But sometimes, simple things really matters to other people. And parang sabi ko,
Yeah.
wala naman akong sinabing iba eh. Available naman yun. Tinuturo naman yun ng lahat eh. But
Yes.
what
Then
about
I'm
parang,
curious Chris. How are you able to move people to action? Kasi, di ba, yung mga sinasabi mo nga, yung mga sinasabi mo, simple lang naman. Meron ka bang, like, tinatakot mo ba sila ng gusto para,
what, what I'm
para
really,
mag-move sila? Ganon? Meron ka bang ganon?
wala naman. Actually, I'm just bringing them to the reality
Hmm.
of the situation na where we are now. So usually, I start the talk by bringing them into the reality because we Filipinos sometimes we justify lack of preparedness because of our resiliency. Because we Filipinos are resilient.
Yes.
And because of that, we tend to, okay lang yan, kaya ko yan, bagyo lang yan, lindo lang yan.
Hmm.
And because of that, nawawala yung part ng, hey, prepared ka na ba talaga? So minsan,
Hmm.
nadja-justify yun. Kaya sinasabi ko sa kanila, ito yung situation. In a way, hindi ako nananakot, pinapakita ko lang yung reality. Na ito na tayo ngayon, ito na nangyayari, nasan ka? Anong ginagawa mo? So either you want to be safe or magtitiis ka pagdating ng panahon na nandiyan na yung dilubyo. So ganun ko lang siya dinadala. And I think, like for me, uh, I use practical terms, very practical, very aligned sa kung paano nila maiintindihan. So I don't use datas, present datas na hindi nila maintindihan because it will not help. I'm just bringing them into the reality na, oh, ito yung bagyo nung nakaraan. Naranasan niyo ba? Oh, yes, sir. Ganyan-ganyan. Nasaan kayo? So parang it's something that we experience really in the daily, no, dito sa
Yeah.
Philippines. So, reality, but, nakakatakot siya, pero the presentation is quite, uh, it's either you fear or you prepare. Yun lang yun. It's either
You
you fear
fear,
or you,
okay. You prepare. Yeah, I love it. Para siyang ano yung you're empowering people, 'di ba? To be more responsible. Because responsibility naman talaga nila to make sure that they're safe, 'di ba? And with your help, you're actually helping them to be more responsible, to take on action. Kasi talaga naman totoo naman there are a lot of resources available online, 'di ba? Pero iba pa rin talaga kapag isang katulad mo ang nagkwento at nag-share. Kasi coming from an experience you can tell actual case studies, you can tell actual stories that they can relate to, no? Hindi highfalutin words, sabi mo nga, you use simple language, kung ano yung naiintindihan nila, yun din yung gagamitin mo. So, I think hindi ka pwedeng palitan ng mga AI. That's the good news, 'di ba? Yung mga katulad mo na ganyan yung ginagawa. And I believe you have the capacity in the future to empower more trainers to do what you're doing para ma-scale up mo rin yung business mo, 'di ba? Kasi syempre, hirap din naman kung laging ikaw at ikaw lang din yung nagkakandak ng mga trainings. So, beautiful. Thank you, Chris, for sharing. And another thing that made me realize, sobrang aligned pala tayo ng ginagawa. Like, for myself, I'm doing also mga financial literacy talks and wellness. No, kasi minsan, alam na rin naman nila kung anong kailangan gawin. Mag-save, mag-invest, magkuha ng insurance and all that. But pag walang taong magre-remind, parang hindi siya nagiging focus. No? Sabi mo nga, minsan inaantay na lang na dumating incident saka marirealize na they have to act. So, and,
right.
and in our case, 'di ba, parang we provide that kind of preparedness then in the event of uncertainties in life like sickness, accidents, and death na hindi naman natin gusto pero eventually they will come. And sobrang I applaud you and honor you, Chris, kasi talagang alam ko hindi madali yung ginagawa mo. Fly in, fly out ka ba most of the time? Ano ba, kamusta ba schedule mo ngayon?
Right now, I just came from Cebu.
Wow.
And then overnight ako sa Cebu. Pagkadating ko ng Sabado last week, I did a training for a security agency from a Kobe and I member. And then come
Mm.
Sunday, I did the training for a village.
Yan, 'di ba? I'm sure sobrang busy mo talaga lalo na if they really see your value, your worth and magiging word of mouth na 'yan kasi 'di ba? And I think wala ka naman masyadong kakumpetensya sa field na 'yan. Right? Marami bang nagagawa ng ganyang klaseng business?
Marami kami. What
Okay.
I wanted to do is to encourage everyone to be part of, helping other people to realize the need and the importance of emergency preparedness. No? Marami kami,
Okay.
pero, sabi ko nga, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm just here to guide. I do not consider myself as an expert, though spend a lot of time studying, learning skills and knowledges about emergency preparedness, but I'm just a coach, like you, Coach Janice. I guide. I don't teach. I guide. I
Yeah.
will let you know what I will guide you what you need to know. I will help you catch the fish, not to fish, because different scenarios, different risks are involved. So iba yung risk ko sa risk mo. So pag-usapan natin, tignan natin if your main risk is flood, tignan natin how can we help your community. Kung medyo situated ka naman near the fault line, pag-usapan natin, tignan natin. So, it's something that, I will not impose on you because it's your
Yeah.
life. Buhay mo yan.
Totally.
Papapiliin kita. So, ganun lang yung
Yes.
option. So, gusto mo ba ng
So,
convenient in an inconvenient situation? So, yun yung principle na sinasabi ko eh. Can you still be convenient even if the situation is inconvenient? The only time that you can do that is if you are prepared. Yun lang.
yeah.
If you're prepared, you can still experience convenience.
And I think as adults, we already know what to do. 'Di ba? The solution is actually in us naman na talaga eh. Kaya lang, the problem is, parang minsan, yun nga, matigas ulo natin, 'di ba? Or kailangan pa iba tao pa magre-remind, or ano, 'di ba? May ganun tayong, ano, or
Picking up
sa
from that
busy,
point,
sa sobrang busy
mm,
natin sa buhay, 'di ba? We're so busy at doing
eh,
our work. Minsan yung mga ganitong bagay na importante tends to be neglected, no?
correct,
Up to until the time na, uy, importante pala to, dapat pala to, bigyan ng pansin, bigyan ng time, di ba?
correct.
And yeah,
Alam mo,
so,
Coach Dennis, pick on the point that you mentioned na parang um, the problem really of the situation is us. Tayo talaga yung problema. Pero alam mo kung sino solusyon? Tayo rin.
tayo din, of
We are the
course.
problem, but we are also the solution.
I learned this from one of the coaching program that I attended. So si Chris kasi nag-undergo din siya ng mga coaching programs, right? So I'm sure ini-implement mo rin yung pagiging coach mo sa mga attendees or participants mo. Sabi nila, most of the problems that we have in our lives are a result of us being irresponsible. Tama ba yun? Di
Yes.
ba? And
Yes.
not committed. Ibig sabihin, there's a question of integrity. Meaning, yung word of honor mo sa sarili mo, sabi mo, gagawin mo, hindi mo ginawa. Example, sa case mo, di ba? Sabi mo, gagawin mo na mag-prepare ka na ng go bag mo in the event that you will, ano, alam mo, ni-research mo na lahat ng kailangan dun sa go bag. Pero up to this day, di mo pa siya ginagawa kasi walang sense of urgency. Di ba? O, similarly, sabi mo, maglulus ka na ng weight kasi nahihirapan ka na maglakad, maatake ng mga arthritis, gout, at high blood and all that. Pero hindi mo pa rin ginagawa ng paraan at alam mo naman yung mga kailangan gawin, pero hindi mo pa rin ginagawa kasi wala sense of urgency. Hanggat hindi ka siguro na ospital or 'di ba? Wala. Oh, may hugot ba 'yon? So,
Yeah.
ganun din, 'di ba, sa finances, no? Sabi mo mag-iipon ka, magse-save ka, pero hindi mo pa rin na-actionan. Yeah, it all boils down to your commitment to yourself. So, so this is a call for everyone listening to us right now. Hindi po kami nanenermo ni Chris ngayon. This is just a realization as well. It doesn't mean that perpekto kami na hindi namin ano 'di ba, dinadaanan yung mga may mga problema din nga kami talaga na it boils down to yun nga, we have to be more responsible and committed and stay true to the words that we say to ourselves para iwas problema. Ayan. So Chris, I have one final question for you before we end this um interview. Okay. Very easy lang naman, no? So, if given a chance na to be reborn o mabuhay ka ulit, would you choose to be the same Chris Santos? Or would you want a different life?
If if you asked me that question before, I will say I want to be a different person. But since I am a different person now, I will still choose
Transformed ka na
myself.
nga.
I will still choose myself 1000% because I
Yes.
love who am I love what I'm doing, and I'm satisfied and contented with the things that I have.
Beautiful. Yay! Napakaganda pa. Miss Universe ang sagot. Thank you, Chris. So I'm giving you this opportunity to promote. Do you have upcoming events or invite them to get you as a speaker to their companies or their villages para mas makapag-bless pa tayo ng mas maraming tao. Go ahead, Chris.
Sure. Thank you very much, Coach Janice, for this opportunity. So simple lang po, if you want to uh, get me as your emergency preparedness speaker, just contact me in my Facebook page, Chris Bato Santos, and I would love to conduct an emergency preparedness session to all your employees or to your co-villagers. Libre lang po. Pag-village. Libre lang po. It's part of my advocacy. Pero kapag kumpanya po, let's talk. Pag-usapan po natin yan. Maraming salamat and remember to always be safe and prepared because life is worth saving. Mahalaga po ang buhay. So, gumawa po tayo ng paraan kung paano po tayo magiging ligtas at makakapagtanda. Thank you again, Coach Jan.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Na-curious ba kayo bakit may bato siya? Bakit nga ba may bato?
Okay. Someone from the chapter told me,
Para mahina, yung naging mahina yung audio mo bigla.
someone from the chapter called me Bato. So,
Sa chapter ninyo sa universe.
okay,
Ayun.
correct. So, kaya siya Bato.
Okay. Yun pala yun. Kasi meron din siyang kamuka.
Parang gano'n. Yeah.
Parang ganon. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you for sharing your time, your precious time with us, sharing your knowledge. If you want to know more information about yan, emergency preparedness, follow nyo si Chris sa kanyang mga social media accounts. Meron siyang Facebook, meron siyang TikTok, meron ka rin bang Instagram, tama, no? And message him, no? Importante talaga tong topic na to. I think I was led to Chris also to invite him to this show kasi we're preparing because 'di ba tag-ulan na ulit, 'di ba? So
Yes.
tag-ulan means flood season. So magkakaroon ng mga baha and all that, no. So we need to really prepare ourselves for that eventuality, especially kung tayo ay nakatira sa flooded zone or malapit sa mga lugar na, 'di ba, may mga incidents na pwedeng mangyari sa atin. And yeah, so my encouragement to everyone is to continue to unlock more miracles in your life and be a blessing to more people. Yeah, see you again in the next episode. Bye.